Restoration after failure and addiction. Chapter 26, The Empty Bottle. On Everywhere Earth, Jacob sat on the curb outside his apartment, the empty bottle rolling beside him, and he felt the weight of years wasted chasing relief that never came. Shame whispered he was beyond hope, yet a memory surfaced of the Lord being merciful and gracious, slow to anger, and abundant in loving kindness, from Exodus chapter 34 verse 6. Redemption crept in slowly, through surrender rather than strength, as he whispered for God's mercy, and for the first time, he felt the promise of restoration begin to rise within him. Chapter 27, The Missed Call. In a dimly lit room on Everywhere Earth, Amara stared at her phone, knowing she had ignored calls from family and mentors in moments of despair. Isolation had become her refuge, yet she remembered that call upon me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things, which thou knowest not, from Jeremiah chapter 33 verse 3. Redemption arrived as she answered, not just the phone, but God's invitation to rebuild, teaching her that the first step toward healing is the step taken in faith. Chapter 28, The Early Morning Prayer. Before dawn on Everywhere Earth, Samuel knelt beside his bed, heart heavy from repeated failures, fear of relapse pressing close. Yet he recalled that my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness, written in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 9. Redemption entered the quiet room, transforming weakness into reliance, and Samuel discovered that restoration does not depend on perfection, but on persistent faith. Chapter 29, The Support Group Circle. In a small community center on Everywhere Earth, Naomi hesitated to speak, surrounded by strangers whose stories mirrored her own. Shame attempted to silence her voice, yet she remembered that bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ, from Galatians chapter 6 verse 2. Redemption flowed in honest confession and encouragement, teaching her that God's healing is often delivered through the love and accountability of others walking the same path. Chapter 30, The Sunrise of Promise. As the sun rose over Everywhere Earth, Elias walked along a river, reflecting on how far he had fallen and how far God had lifted him. Every failure felt lighter in the light of God's faithfulness, because if we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins, and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness, written in 1 John chapter 1 verses 9. Redemption was complete not in what he had done, but in what God had done, reminding him that no darkness is too deep for the light of Christ to reach.